Hello everyone, it's Grandpa Hickory from Texas saying hello to everyone. Hope you got your coffee. I got my cup of tea. Up moving around. I was woken up extremely early this morning. I took my Ambien, my sleeping pill last night at 9 o'clock. I went to sleep about 9:20, 9:25 and was sleeping real good. And I had 3 cats run right across my middle with their claws fully extended at a dead run. Oreo had woke me up at 5:30 walking around growling, and she was attacking Darlin, the little rescue cat that I brought in. And if it's not Tarzan attacking him, now it's Oreo, and Oreo's always got along with him. I don't know what's going on with Oreo. But anyway, they were all, running and chasing each other, and Milo got in on it. Milo, he weighs about 20, 25 pounds now. And he's the gentle giant. He's the biggest cat I have. He's a Bengal. And when he gets to running, friend, it's, it's like a huge cannonball, him and Oreo both. And anyway, they went airborne, and I'm just thanking God that they didn't hit the window. Had they hit the window, they would have broke the window and flew outside on the sidewalk, and they all would have went in 3 different directions. So, and then I'm going to be left with replacing the damage of the windows. And I've got Darlin, he's going around the windows, scraping the film off the windows with his claws. I guess he thinks he can get out by doing that. But see, it's not my film. It's not my, this is not my home. This is an apartment complex. And anything that's damaged, I have to pay for and replace. I mean, they're like children, so I'm panking them with a fly swatter. I've been having to use it quite a bit this morning. And I tell you what, I just really concerned about it. I got to go all the way to Waxahachie. That's a 4-hour drive for me. And I dread doing it because I tell you what, people, it's just not the same as it used to be driving. I remember over on Interstate 20 in Arlington area, there was this man. He was an artist. Him and his wife were driving that evening going to a big artist show that they had in Arlington, and he sold his paintings. The man was very talented. I forgot his name. He was becoming very popular in the United States. And anyway, this van come down through there where they were drunk and on drugs, and they hit a car. It was up in front of him. They'd come over into his lane, hit a car, and then they went airborne. And when they came over, they come straight through his car and took his head right off of him. And his head was up inside, the engine compartment of the van. And the van went flying over and crashed behind him. Well, the woman, his wife, jumped out. She was running around and around that car. I'll never forget that as long as I live. She was hysterical, screaming. She didn't know what to do, where to go, where to run to, but she just knew she had to run. That's that fight or flight syndrome that we all have. Her adrenaline was flowing. She was in shock, and I don't know what happened. I mean, traffic is doing 70 miles an hour through there, so, you can't stop and get out of your vehicle. So, or you're going to become a fatality too. It was horrible. Just absolutely horrible. And there's been so many things. I stopped to get gasoline over in Grand Prairie, and this Mexican man come up. I bought some lottery tickets. It's a boy about military age come across the border, thanks to Kamala Harris. Supposed to the border Cesar that's supposed to keep people out that have flooded our nation with 35 million illegal aliens. Anyway, he was coming after me, and I'm going to tell you something. It was God. God sent an angel. He come all the way behind me, come right up to me at my car, and he was fixing to do something big time to me. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this big, huge black man pulled up. He opened the door of his car, and when he did, he raised up out of that car, and he looked at that Mexican right in the face, and that Mexican backed away from me. Well, I got inside my car, and then he looked over at me, and he closed his door back enough where I could back out. And he confronted that Mexican while I backed out of there, and then the Mexican started walking off, going down the same road that I was going down. I looked at him when I went by him. I tell you something, people, you talk about criminals in our nation. We've got them. That's why I don't like driving anymore. Do you? Do you have these kind of problems where you live? I mean, I was driving down the road one time, and these guys pulled up beside me, and none of them had shirts on. Big old guys. They muscled up and everything. They weren't scrawny like me. And I'm minding my own business. Boy, they pulled up beside me at the red light, and they started cussing me, and one of them, he started crawling out the window, reaching over, going to pull my hair. He's going to grab my hair on my head. I'm going to tell you something, people. Finally, the light changed, and everybody was going slow because they was all looking to see what he was going to do to me. And if they had took off, I could have took off, but they didn't. They kept me hemmed in right beside him, and he kept trying to reach over and grab me. I had a terrible time, a terrible time. Well, finally, those boys, they turned off. They went left, and I sure thank God for that. I tell you, I got out of there, and I don't even go in that area anymore. It's way over in the Grand Prairie area. I don't even go over there, Grand Prairie, Texas. I don't go over there anymore. But I had to then because I worked there. But I don't now, thank God. But I want to tell you something. We live in a different world. We really do. We live in a totally different world. And it's getting worse, like this Walmart I stopped at. There was 13 illegal aliens. They were Mexicans. Every one of them military age. They got out of their car and they all piled up in front of my car. They were going to take my car and they were going to take me for a ride. But all of a sudden, the Lord God had a bunch of people come out of Walmart with their baskets. And they all started coming our way. So those Mexican guys, they kind of looked around, kind of backed up. They were looking at each other. I jumped inside my car, slammed the door, started it up. And when those people in the baskets, they stopped, I backed up. I got out of there as fast as I could. Well, the Mexican guys walked on inside the store. And I see them, a lot of them inside Walmart when I go shopping. Do you? They're walking around. They'll get lunch meat. They pop the top of it and they walk around eating it. Then they'll take the wrapper and throw it down inside one of those meat things they got in the aisle where they got shrimp and stuff like that. They'll just throw the wrapper in there. And even their children walk around picking up things and walking around stuffing it in their mouth and eating. See what I'm saying? We're nothing but targets for these people. They think they have the right to invade our nation and to go into our grocery stores and to take and eat because they have the right to. It's what they do in their country. That's why they kill each other like they do in Mexico all the time. The crime rate in Mexico is unbelievable, people. The cartel, look at the cartel. So, these are definitely perilous times that we are living in. And I just hate having to travel this morning. I just kind of, let you know what's going on with me right now, where I'm at in my corner of the world. I don't mean to sound all negative. I'm just, I got woken up in a very horrible manner. I got holes all in me from them cats running across me with their claws. And I'm working on them. I'm working on them. Now, when one growls at the other, I go to him immediately and show him the fly swatter and tell him, no, they're just like children. You got to work with them. And I need my own place in the country. It's what I need, to where these cats have room instead of being cramped in one little bitty room like we all are. And, but hey, I'm sure you have situations in your life that you're struggling with. Pray for me. I'm going to keep on keeping on. I'm going to keep on going. And, but I tell you, I'm very concerned. I really am about all this driving I'm doing, looking at properties and stuff like that. And then I get there and come to find out there's no mineral rights, that they can come in and set a drill up right beside your cottage or in your garden or whatever they want to do, and there's nothing you can do about it by law. I'm not going to have surface rights. I'm going to have mineral rights too. And if I can't get the mineral rights, I'm not going to live there, because they can put as many drills as they want to on your property, and they can run them 24/7 constantly. So I'm telling you right now, I'm in a bad situation, people. I really am. Just pray for me. You know, we're all in the same situation. I want to live off grid. I want to get out of the city. I want to have my own garden, have my own little animals. And there's places I've gone and look at, and they don't even allow you to have a cow. They don't allow you to have a horse. They don't allow you to have a goat. They don't allow you to have sheep. They don't allow you to have chickens. They have ordinances, even though you're out in the county. I never heard of this. I've always been told all my life, if you live outside city limits, then you're in the county and you're not under city ordinances. But now the county has ordinances. They found a way they can start picking people's pockets. And that's all it is. It's a money thing. You know, that's Democrats, tax and spend, tax and spend. And that's what we're all having to go through in this hour and day that we're living in. Hey, listen, you have a good day. I'll talk your ear off. I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining. I'm just kind of letting you know what's going on in my corner of the world. But hey, it's going to get better in Jesus' name. But I just wanted to say hello to everyone. Hello to all my subscribers. Please hit the like button. It helps my channel to grow, and I'm inviting you to subscribe. It don't cost you anything. It's free, and it helps me. You have a good day. I'll see you on the next video. Bye from Texas.